Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Monday, the 5th of July 2021. If you are in the US and recovering from the 4th of July celebrations, I hope you're feeling okay this morning. Um, um, this is a beginner level Sudoku puzzle. That might mean you are brand new to the channel, never played Sudoku before. Or it might mean that you've just played a couple of games and you want to play and still learn the easy levels. And either way, I'm happy to have you here today. And so I shall be explaining all of the rules about how to play the game in a moment. Just first, I'll mention something in the news. Some sad news today. Unfortunately, reporting from the Philippines, where a plane carrying 96 passengers crashed after it missed the runway, and 50 people actually were killed, 47 passengers and 3 people on the ground. And apparently the plane was carrying new graduates from, I don't know, military academy. And so I guess that means that those were young people, and it's always a extra tragedy when young people lose their lives. There's so much potential is lost, and their families, it's worse for their families too. Okay, so our best wishes go out to those families of those people that lost their lives in the Philippines. And we shall continue with our Sudoku. And as I say, this is for absolute beginners, so if you've never played the game before, I shall explain. You can see a grid. There are a lot of numbers, but you don't need to know anything about maths. All you need to be able to do is to be able to count from 1 to 9. If you can do that, you can play Sudoku. Do you need any other equipment? Well, a pen or pencil, that's it. Nothing else is really necessary. Pencil is a good idea if you're beginning, if you've never played before, because you're probably likely to make mistakes. And you can rub them out and start again without having to print out a new game. Of course, you could try it online as well. If you want to put the numbers into a solver or something, you can do that. Remember, the link to today's puzzle is in the description, so if you click on that and go and print it out, and maybe you can play along. What do we have? Well, as I say, you just need to be able to count up to 9. You don't even need double digits. So we have 9 squares in each row across, 9 squares in each column down, and 9 squares in each of these blocks that you see outlined in bold here. So we use the idea that a number can appear only once in a row, a column, or a block, to find the answers to the puzzle. Why do we play? Because it's fun, nothing else really. Well, there may be other reasons, but I'm not sure that I know what they are or necessarily agree with what they are. But anyway, fun is the main point of the game, I think. So how do we go ahead and find numbers? Well, what we do is we say, let's say this 4 is in this column, right? 4 is in this column here, this row here, and this block here. Now, it can only appear once in this column, can only appear once in this row, and it can only appear once in this block. So there are no 4s up here, and we have a 4 in this column, so there are no 4s up here. And if you imagine a kind of blocking effect from here and here, guess what? There's only 1 square left. So we know that a 4 must fit in there. It's not going to be any other number because the person who created the Sudoku has designed it like that. We don't guess. We just use logic to come up with our answers. Okay. If we look at this column here, and we see a 5 blocking all the way up here, right? And then we see a 5 blocking across here. So we have this blocking pattern again from this 5 down here, and we have this blocking pattern from this 5 down here across here. You'll see that a 5 has to go there, doesn't it? Now we'll take that 5 that we just wrote in, and we'll use it to block across this row, because now we clearly have a 5 in this row. This 5 is in this row, and back from down here, this 5 in this column blocks up here, and this 5 blocks up here. So kind of, if you look at this block, corner block here, and you think about the blocking patterns from the 5s, blocked here, blocked here, blocked and blocked. So there's just this square in the corner where we can fit a 5. I think that should be, excuse me, relatively straightforward. What else can we do? You have to look around the board. You mustn't get stuck in just one position the whole time. That's not a good idea. Right, so I'm going to look at this row across here, okay, and I'm going to consider the number 6 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't yet have a 6, all right? So we are going to look now. Down here we see a 6 up here. Oh, look, actually, I'm going to change my mind. Look, there's 6 blocks all the way up here, blocking these 3 squares. So look, by accident, by chance, I found another 6. So 6 goes here. Now I'm going to show you that this has 2 ways to think about this. Okay, so there's a 6 blocking across here and a 6 blocking across here, so a 6 can go here. That's the way that we just learned, right? But also, we could think of it like this. This 6 blocking this square, but this 6 appears in a block here, and so can only appear in these 2 squares here. So it's not here, and so in this row along here, it has to be here. Okay, so we can fill it there. This 7 blocks across this row here, and 7 blocks up this column here, so that's going to give us a 7 there. This 7 we can take and block across this row here, 7 blocking across this row and 7 blocking up here, so there's only 1 square left in this block which is not affected by intervening 7s, right? Shall we see what's missing along here? Will it help us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's easy. We've got all the numbers up to 7, so we are clearly missing 8 and 9. Well, there's an 8 here in this block, right? So it cannot appear again in this block. So that clearly can't be an 8. So an 8 must be here like this. Now there's only 1 number left in this row, and it's a 9, so we can fill that in straight away. The missing numbers here are 1 and 2, but we don't know where to fit them just yet. So we leave that and we come back to that later. In the meantime, we look along here and see there's 4 blocks along here like this. There's 4 blocks along here like this. And so there's only 1 square left. This 8 blocks along here and 8 blocks up here. And we don't yet have an 8 in this first block here, sector here. So 8 blocking here, 8 blocking here. That allows us to write an 8 in here like that. Now the missing numbers, we have 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't have 9. So the 2 numbers that are missing here are 4 and 9 in this block. But look down here, we see this intersecting 4. So we know the 4 is banned from this square. It's got to go here. And the last number is 9. So we can fill that in. Now if we take that 9 and bring it across, blocking these 2 squares, and then the 9 blocking up here, we'll see there's just 1 square left where 9 can go. Right, now, if you remember, there were 2 numbers missing here, 1 and 2, but we couldn't fix what they are. Now, can we fix what they are? No, can't. But now we can because of something a bit different. Let's just consider this top row up here, right? Now, the 2 numbers that are missing, again, are 1 and 2. We don't have a 1 or 2. We have everything else, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But look down here, and you'll see this intersecting 2 means that that can't be a 2. So, in fact, 2 has to go here. Now 1 is the last number here, but we also know 1 is the last number in this block here. Now 2 is also missing from this block, but we still see that it can't be in this square because of this 2 down here, so it goes there like that. And 4 is our last number in that segment there. This 2 blocks up here, this 2 blocks down here, and this 2 blocks along here, so there's just 1 square where we can fit 2 Okay, now this is something that we normally teach to people who have played a few games before, but even if it's your first game, I think you can understand this. Let's look down here now and see how many squares are missing. Or empty, I should say. 3 squares are empty. So we shall find out the missing numbers. Do we have a 1? No, we don't. 2, yes. 3, no. So 1 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and do we have an 8? No. So we have to remember 1, 3, and 8 are the missing numbers for this column. 1, 3, and 8. I'll say it again, 1, 3, and 8. Right? So 1, 3, and 8 have to fit into these 3 squares. Now let's look at this square here. Can it be a 1? No, it can't, because we have an intersecting 1 here. Can it be a 3? No, because we've got a 3 in this block here, and 3 can't reappear in this block. So if it's not 1 and it's not 3, then it has to be an 8, doesn't it? Okay. Now let's take that 8 and block it down here like this, and is this 8 blocking down here, and we've come back to our normal kind of pattern of blocking and blocking, and we'll see that. We'll take this 8 that we just filled in across the bottom row and this 8 down this column, which will give us an 8 here, okay, like that. And then we'll take the 8 blocking down here, 8 blocking up here, and 8 blocking here, so that's an 8 here. And then this 8 blocking across here, 8 blocking across here, 8 right from the top up here and down and down. And that's the end of the 8s. We now have all digit 8s. There are 9 of them because there's 1 in each of the blocks. Okay. Okay, this column here, let's look at what we're missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have 6? No. Do we have 7? No, we have 8 and 9. So 6 and 7 have to go into these 2 squares here. But look here, here's an intersecting 6, meaning 6 is blocked from this square. So the 6 goes here and the 7 goes there. Where else should we look now? Okay, let's do this 3 number trick again. Three empty squares. So let's look along here. We have 1, 2. Do we have a 3? No. Do we have a 4? Yes. Do we have a 5? No. So 3 and 5. 6, 7, 8. The other number is 9. So the missing numbers are 3, 5, and 9 in this row, and they have to go into these 3 squares. 3, 5, and 9 have to go into these 3 squares. But look, here's a blocking 3 and here's a blocking 5. So we know that it can't be 3, it can't be 5, so it has to be a 9. And now we only have 1 number left in this block, and it's a 1. So we can fill that in immediately. This one will block across here, this one blocks across here, this one blocks down here, like this. This one blocking all the way down this column, and there's only 1 square left, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, counting all the way up to the end is 9. Okay. You see how it works? It's a nice game. When it's kind of like something like a jigsaw, you know, fitting the pieces in. And there's only one, like a jigsaw, there's only one way to do it correctly, you know. If you fit the wrong pieces together, or the wrong corners or something like that, then the whole puzzle will fail. Same thing with Sudoku. Right, so let's see. First of all, let's just check here. What's missing along here? Anything useful? 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 5 and we don't have 6. Oh, is that right? Yeah, we don't have 5 and we don't have 6 in this row. Okay, but we have a 6 blocking here or a 6 blocking here. Either way you look at it, 6 can't appear here. So 6 has got to be here. And the last number in this row then is 5. Let's take that 5 and bring it down here. Excuse me. Excuse me, I'm running out of voice. And this 5 blocking down here and this 5 blocking across. So that's going to give us a 5 there. In this column, what numbers are missing? We have a 1. Do we have a 2? No, there's no 2. But look, immediately I see a 2 blocking this square, so I know that 2's got to be here. And then I'll continue counting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is our last number, which is a 9. Goes there. Now this 9 blocks this square. This 9 blocks this square. And we need a 9 there. This 2 means that this can't be a 2, but we don't yet have a 2 in this block, so the 2 goes here, and the last number in this block is a 3. If you count through, you'll see it's a 3. Now there's only one number missing down here, so this is where to look next, because whenever you see one number missing, you know we can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 5, so it's got to be a 5. Now there's only one number missing here. 1, 2, there's no 3 anywhere. So 3's got to go here. And now there's one number missing in this block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no 7. So there is now. This 7 blocks all the way down here. This 7 blocks this square. This 7 blocks this square. So 7 has to go there. Two numbers are missing here. Let's find out what they are. We don't have a 1 in this column yet, but I immediately see an intersecting 1, and there's only one other space where it can go, so it's got to go here. So now 1, 2, is there a 3? No. So 3 goes there. If you want to double check and make sure you haven't made a mistake, you can continue counting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's complete now. And sometimes checking to see if you've made mistakes is a very good idea when you're playing Sudoku, I find. Okay, what's missing along here? We have a 1. Do we have a 2 yet? No, we don't. But look, there's a 2 in this block already, so that can't be a 2. So 2's got to go here. 3, do we have a 4? No, no 4 yet. And so 4's got to go here. Now there's only one number missing, either in this column or in this block. It's going to be the same number, so either you can count down here or you can count along here. It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay. This 6 will block along here. This 6 blocks down here, so that gives us a 6 there. There's one number missing now. 1, 2. There's no 3 in this row, so we can put it in now. Now we'll take that 3 and block up here because we don't yet have a 3 in this block, so we have to put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 9, the last number there. We've almost finished. There's one number missing here. 1, 2, 3. There's no 4 yet, so 4 has to go here. The last number in the whole puzzle, when we start counting, we'll find it's a 1 because we have everything else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so it's a 1. And that's our easy level puzzle. If that's your first Sudoku, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you have to try it yourself. It's no good just watching how-to videos. You've got to jump in and sharpen your pencil and have a go. So thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to the channel, learn as much as you can about Sudoku. It's a great game, and hope to see you again. Tomorrow's game should also be pretty easy. They get progressively harder, supposedly from Monday to Saturday, as we go through the week with the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. So please join me again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.